Welcome to Etch-A-Tale, I'm Ben, and today we embark on the Voyage of Mael Duin. One fine afternoon, Ailill, the edge of battle, said to King Eoghanacht, "What we gonna do tonight, Eoghnacht?" "The same thing we do every night, Ailill, ravage and pillage the neighbors." So they went and camped outside of Kildare, where there was a church of nuns nearby. Once everyone was asleep, Ailill snuck off to the church of nuns. I think somebody's watched a little bit too much Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and found a young nun tolling the midnight bell. He then threw her to the ground and made love to her. Full of charity, the nun said, "Curse is upon us, it is the time of my conceiving. By the way, what's your name and where do you come from?" "I am Ailill, the edge of battle. I come from the Aran Islands, the land of tandem bicycles and quaint cottages. Frankly, it's a little overrun with tourists at the moment." He then went off ravaging and pillaging and taking hostages, and then went off to his own land. Not long after, a group named the Marauders of Lakes invaded the Aran Islands and killed Ailill while he was taking confession in his own church. They then burned down the church. 9 months later, the nun from Kildare gave birth to a healthy baby boy and named him Mael Duin. She then secretly adopted him out to the king's queen, who then reared him as her own. She also had 3 sons of her own, and over time he became so skilled that he beat every one of them at wiffle ball and parcheesi. Who even plays parcheesi? One day, after a particularly intense game of Calvin ball, one of the brothers said in exasperation, "The bastard beats us at everything." "What'd you say about my mom?" "You heard me, and it's not my mom we're talking about." And Mael went away glumly, having thought all this time that he was a prince. He then approached the queen and said, "I'm going on a hunger strike until you tell me who my mother and father really were." "Really? You're going to starve yourself then?" "Well, I really am your mother, and I love you more than the moon and the stars." "Well, that may be, but tell me who my father was." "Quit being silly, child. He died ages ago. Why should you care?" "For heaven's sake, woman!" "Okay, fine, you win. He was Ailill, the edge of battle from the Aran Islands." Mael and his 3 brothers went to the Aran Islands. One day they were playing kick the stone over a burnt-out old church when a wizened old man approached them. "I'd avenge him rather than kick the stones over his bones." "What? Who?" "Ailill, your dad, you jackass." "Tell me true, who killed him?" "Luke Skywalker killed your father." "No! I really need to stop doing that." "Doing what?" "Never mind." Mael went away from there and found a wizard named Nuka who could help him find Luke Skywalker. The Marauders of Lake. Who wrote this stuff? "Build me a boat with 3 skins big enough to fit 17 men. I mean, build me a 3-skin boat big enough to fit 17 men. So Mael built a boat and hired a crew, including German and Durian the Rhymer, including Mael's 3 brothers who threatened to drown themselves if he didn't let them come along. And thus began the Voyage of Mael Duin. Tune in next time to find out what happens, and don't forget to click like, subscribe, or comment down below. And thanks for listening to my tales.